What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building today, guys, with the Jordan 5 Grape. I want to give a huge shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. Now, Father's Day is right around the corner, and maybe you're thinking about getting your dad some socks or maybe some new grill tools. Let me help you out with something even better. Did you know that every hour, one man is diagnosed with testicular cancer? This is the most common cancer for guys out there from ages 15 to 35. And with early detection, it saves lives. That's why for Father's Day, I'm teaming up with Manscaped and Testicular Cancer Society to help raise awareness and support a real cause. And that, of course, is with the TCS Ball Hero Bundle. Think about it, we all come from our father's balls, believe it or not. So why not get something for your father to show that you're grateful for that? The centerpiece of all this, of course, comes right in here. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Now this is a TCS special edition. It's got that clean purple overall look, and that purple look reps testicular cancer awareness. With that said, the 5.0 Ultra is a beast. It's cordless, waterproof, and comes with not one, but two skin-safe blades. It also comes standard with the trimmer, but you also get this beautiful foil blade. So whether Pops is cleaning things up or going completely smooth, he's good to go. It also has a built-in LED spotlight, 60-minute battery, and a constant RPM motor, wireless charging, and it features a travel lock. So no weird buzzing when you put this thing on a plane and maybe something accidentally hits it and you drain your battery. So Pop's got tons of utensils to get a nice clean grooming when need be. And then when he's done, he can slide in the most comfortable boxers out there. The TCS Boxers 2.0. These things, extremely smooth, breathable, anti-chafe, and on the inside, it features the jewel pouch that helps keep everything nice in one position. The purple camo is fire in my opinion, and there's no roll on the waist on these. Tagless labels, so you don't have nothing scratching you. Easy access right here in the front when need be, are just perfect boxers. Manscaped is also donating $50,000 to the Testicular Cancer Society, and all these power tools come with a 2-year warranty. So don't just get your dad another random gift. Give him something that will last and that will give back. Check out the link down below in the description to get 15% off on your order, alongside with free shipping and free international shipping when going to manscaped.com. Click that link down below, hop on that ASAP Rocky, 15% off, and get on this now so that Pops can get good coming into next week. I've been using Manscaped for over 5 years now, and I don't ever plan to stop. And with that said, guys, every once in a while, make sure you check yourself and make sure that everything is good down there, because you never know. I appreciate y'all as always, and thank you once again to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. The Jordan 5 Grape is set to release on June 21st for a retail price point of $210. Bam! She is beautiful though. Very, very nice overall. Now, it's been over a decade since we've seen the last Jordan 5 Grape. Literally 2013 was the last release date. And as you can see, we have a 2013 pair right here. No Nike on the back though. Jumpman on the back. But actually, when holding these hand in hand, like, these are pretty much very close to one another and spot on. There are some slight differences. One in particularly, in my opinion, is the toe cap, but we can get into a little bit more of that later on in the video. The colorway, of course, on this particular pair is a white/new emerald grape ice. And it's a beloved colorway for years and years to come, originally releasing back in 1990, then retroing in 2006, 2013, and then the last time there was a special edition version called the Bel Air, which was a version like this. I believe it had Nike on the back as well, but no laces, because it wanted to mimic the way that the Fresh Prince of Bel Air wore his pair, where he wore them with no laces. And some people out there liked it, some people didn't like it. I was more so on the not liking it, unfortunately, just because I prefer mine to have laces. With that said, they knocked this one out the park in my humble opinion. A very good quality leather and material overall. They look great on feet as always when it comes to Jordan 5s, but that great colorway just pops. Pennies drop nonstop in the summertime, and the overall colorway and vibes go perfectly well with what we're experiencing right now with the spring-summer transition. But as I stated, when it comes to the leather, you have a fully leather upper, of course, and you get the typical netting on the 5s as well on the tongue, which is all coming in a very just clear overall look, but the actual outsole has more of that ice blue look that also features the Nike on the bottom, Nike on the back as well. And you also have Nike on the inside with the grape ice and then the new emerald. The stitching and craftsmanship for the most part, I feel are on par. They look very good, feels very good. Not many, I mean, you have a slight widow's peak on the toe box on this pair, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be there, especially with them trying to mimic those older pairs that came back out in the 90s, and a lot of them do come with widow's peaks, believe it or not. Now, the original 5, I don't know for certain, but I believe it did more than likely come with a widow's peak, maybe not, but the 2013 pair did not have that as well. But hey, if you have an issue, get a toenail clipper, you can clip that off and it's gone. True to size, as always with me when it comes to 5s, I went with the 8.5. It feels totally fine. As far as comfort goes when it comes to 5s, these feel very comfortable as well. A lot of cushioning overall. You know, it's an old sneaker, so the technology is not the most advanced, but it still is a very comfortable shoe that you can rock and feel comfortable in. And you can rock it with shorts, rock it with pants, rock it with whatever. It does everything very, very well. Breathability and support is also there. Real good, you know, overall traction on the bottom of Jordan 5s. The breathability comes in with over on the tongue as well as on the side netting. You get a lot of breathability, even though this shoe kind of engulfs your entire foot and it's more of that high top. It's still a pretty breathable shoe in my humble opinion. Now, when it comes to the box, they come in the pretty standard now at this point, Jordan 5 and 6 box, and it's the more iconic old school box as well. So this is the actual box with the tag. One thing that they did on this pair that's different than the previous, they have a separator in there. They come with the plastic baggie, which kind of was also, they call it the trash bag, which was featured on the 2013 pair as well. But the divider, I don't think that was there. One thing they took out of the 2013 compared to it was they used to have this little plastic, paper that would go right here that would kind of stop the lace lock from touching. It's no longer there. And I don't want to compare it too much to that last pair because I don't feel like, you know, what they are trying to go is more true to the OG, but this is the last thing that a lot of people can remember when it comes to the 5. So I want them to know that, is this a better or a worse version? In my opinion, it's a better version than the previous version coming from the 2013 pair. I didn't have the 2018, so I can't tell you, but this one in general, it's very, very good. As far as the colors too, like, they're very similar. I would say that the newer pair is a slight more on that Concord overall look when you look at the tongues of the two. And just check it out. You can see there's some slight differences. This is the older pair. This is the newer pair. You can see a slight difference of the two in the colors on the tongues. On the back, that new emerald for the most part seems to be this seems, at least, it's more vibrant on the Nike Air, but my eyes could be playing tricks on me. But definitely, this is a very iconic Jordan 5, one of the original Jordan 5s, a very iconic Jordan 5 once again. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, just in general, it's a cult classic, I would say, when it comes to the 5 lineups. When it comes to 5s in general, you know, fire reds, black toes, black metallics, white metallics could be in there as well, but I'm gonna say that the grape is definitely probably top 3 for a lot of people out there. For me personally, you know, fire red and black toe, like, one of them have to go out of the top 3. Black metallic for sure is one. The grape, and then those two I gotta kind of battle for it, to be 100% honest. But that's just my opinion. My opinion, don't shoot me. Now, the current market value on this particular shoe in my size is going for $284 right now. And that's of course the case because this shoe is kind of far out, a couple weeks out. But I'm looking at 300s and high 200s right now at this moment. Now, with the recent success of the Jordan 4 white cement, I kind of expect these to be the same exact way. And with that recent success of the Jordan 5 reimagined black metallic, I expect these to sell out day of release. That's just my opinion. And I'm not here to be telling you to buy them to flip them. I'm here to tell you that you just need to be on your P's and Q's if you plan on getting your hands on this shoe. Do you need to go and buy a resale? No, I don't think you should, at least. I think you should just be up and be ready and start looking around and trying to figure out what stores are going to be getting them in your area, because these are going to be highly sought after, in my opinion. And if they don't do that, more power to you, okay? More power to you. I'm copping them if they're going for $100. I'm copping them if they go for full retail. I'm buying these shoes regardless of the fact. I think that they're phenomenal. The toe box, as I stated before, is different than previous pairs out there, different than the Reimagined pair. The Reimagined had that more recent change that they had with the toe box, where it has that straight, it's like flat and then just drops. It's almost a 90-degree angle. It's a little bit better than what they did with the fire red joints up here, which I'll show y'all because we are doing the review. When these released, people were trying to tell me that this was the correct toe box. I didn't believe that, but I gave in because there's some people on the internet that have been here longer than me. You know, these came out in the 90s originally, and people are trying to tell me that this is closer to that. I didn't like that. I didn't agree with it, but this is what people were saying was the toe box more so in line. And if you can see, the toe box goes up and it has no curl over the top portion. It goes up and then this meets in a almost 90-degree angle. Straight drop. You look at these, they're kind of similar. However, the metallic kind of does raise up and curls over the top. But when you look at these bad boys, you can clearly see that they wrap over. It makes its way on the top portion. On the top of your toenails, it's going to hit there. So there are some big differences on this toe box compared to previous releases of toe box out there. Pros and cons, there's just too many pros at the end of the day with this one. As far as cons go, I really don't have anything, you know. 210, we know we're in the one, I remember Jordans were 190 and then they became 200, now it's 210, and then with these tariffs, they're saying they're going to go up more when it comes to Nike and Jordans. So I don't know if 200 is 200 or 210. We're on the line of that now. I think 190 days are done, right, at this point. Can we agree? 190 is done now? Are we at the 200 and 210s? I feel like the Jordan 1s may be starting to hit those 190s pretty soon. But I can't complain about that, right? Because I get everything. I can't complain about prices for me and you. I'm not, you know, I understand I get a lot of stuff, but I'm just saying, you know, we starting to creep on up more and more. Keep your eyes on it. With that said, though, guys, instant cop for me. I'm going to rate this one, man, straight up a 9 out of 10 off the rip. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.